Hey guys, I'm HP, this is Dr. Pink, and today's topic is guitar tapping. Basic chords. This will be this here. So really amazing possibility to expand the ways of expression on your guitar with it looks quite hard, but the basics are quite simple if you already have a few things together on the guitar. So before we enter the tutorial, first subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, and also join the HPCrazy Guitar Academy in order to download the tabs which come along with this tutorial. So let's get started. Alright guys, I switched now to a more common guitar sound. That will be answer the first question: which type of guitar sound is needed for this technique? You can take any. I've just been using a Fender Deluxe amp here. The main thing which is happening here on the fretboard. Okay, so we're gonna learn how to create chords with two hands now on the guitar, not only one hand. In order to do so, you need to be able to tap in at least a power chord just like this. I'm taking the G power chord, okay? G5, 3rd fret, 5th fret, like this, you know? And in a way that you can create this lettering chord. Okay, let's go to A5. Can do the same here on C, to D, to E, back to G. So these were now just the power chords: G5, A5, C5, D5, E5. Really simple, but now you need to, and the trick is, or maybe the difficulty is, that you tap, you tap them in a way that the other strings don't sound at all. Yeah, but I already said if you have things somehow together, it should not be a bigger problem. Now we can create a G5, we double up with the right hand. So if you have the root in the 5th and you double up, this will be also a G5. Or you double up to take this G5 here. And now you have a double power chord. You can do them either simultaneously, but what is way cooler to create this orchestral sound is one after each other. So root, 5th, upper chord. Or you can also do this G5. It's really cool. What is also cool with the tapping technique, you can make it sound really nicer by adding vibrato. Okay? It's really cool. Yeah. Or you can also add, like this will be also G5 here. The G and the 5th is the D, it's up here. Yeah, and let's add a delay. And then you get a really wide sound, which is not possible with normal technique. Yeah, good. So that will be any kind of power chords. You can do the same here on C or here. One of the main problems is you should not, if you can, don't interfere with the strings you already used. So if you're doing power chords like on C or with the root on the A string, you don't have so much space left. And that's one of the problems. Or maybe like this also works. Yep. Good. Now this is the basic technique. You can do something like this, and you already have kind of a rhythm guitar. Now you want to add the real chords, and we're taking a progression in G major. So we're checking out how you make major chords, how you make minor chords with this tapping technique. And as I already said, it's quite simple. If you have this, if this works, you just add one note. For the G major, you just need the B. You can do like this. Or you can create this ostinato thing. You can also wander around here. You start here. You wander around this B here. If you add a delay, already sounds quite great with this orchestral sound. So you can do either like this, or you can add the trident and the root here, like this. Or what is really simple and doesn't really need much practice work is this G and this one. I started tapping like this with these basic chords, and this creates a really cool sound, and then you can start to make any kind of or you can take the upper G. Here's one, here is one, here's one. But it's basically the same notes. Okay? Or what you also can do is adding the B. Instead of here, you take it also with your left, and now that one is probably a little bit unusual. So you make like this. Without doing anything with your right hand, because that's gonna be. Now you can use the right hand to wander around. Or combination with the chords I already showed. Yeah, this stuff is really not so hard once you have this thing together, okay? Now, let's see how minor works. Let's take A minor, that fits in the progression. Same thing you do, let me switch off the delay again. Same thing again. Just take power chord. Now you add the missing note, that will be the C here. And now you have an A minor chord. Or you can do this. You take these two. That one is probably a little bit unusual because you have this stretch thing and you really need to hit those. Takes some practice, but it's really nice. Or if you want to do the beginner ones, these ones are really easy. Or this one here in the 10th fret. Yeah. And here you can do the same thing. And now you can, I'll show you can play a little tune just with G and A minor. Oh, I forgot, before we get into the tune. If you want to do the A minor just with the left hand, that one is a little bit unusual because you see the problem. You don't reach the C here with your middle finger, so you need to change the fingering. Index, pinky now, and now middle finger. That takes a little bit practice till you have this together and you have the strength that it works. But it's basically the same thing. Now we will switch on the delay. And now we create a little tune just with G and A minor with tapping. rest, the rhythm, think about playing percussion. Let me switch off the delay. So just think about percussion. And that's how it works. It goes quite natural and intuitively. And so on. Yeah, that's the way it works. Let's see. So you have two types of major and minor. Let's quickly check out major and minor on C. Now here, of course, you can do. Now again, let's first do the small one. So C, you just, now one note is missing, that's the E, you just add it here. Or you can add two, C and E, or you can add here. Same on D. Or what also works, if you want to do the one with the 3, was probably a little bit hard because you don't have so much space left. Then it's like this. And the minor will be, let's take the E minor, will be like this. And again, you add the missing. Sounds quite cool. As I said, these are really the basics. You can of course do chords in a different way, but just to get, I mean, I started this technique like this, with just creating chords like this. And already with this technique, which I just showed, you can start to play cool stuff. Put it in a delay, or what I love to do, what I had at the beginning, you know, like these wide ambient sounds that create a whole wall of sound. Well, let's take the other one. That's maybe a bit too wild. This one here. Let's go to C, D, E minor, see, already creates a total different sound out of your regular electric guitar. I mean, here I added an ambient reverb, but you can also do it with regular delays. Also creates a similar effect. Yo, and then if you have this foundation later, it sounds a little bit like, probably you guys know that guy, Keith Jarrett, Köln Concert. That's the Köln Concert with G and A minor, basically just these two chords. And Yeah, some of you guys probably know Keith Jarrett and the Cologne concert, one of the most iconic piano recordings ever. Well, this technique comes from piano playing. It's I'm a piano player. I can admit that this might play piano on a similar level as guitar, so it's a little bit easier for me because it feels natural. But still, the technique which I showed you is really simple and it's manageable for even for beginners. The only thing you need to have be able to press these chords in a way that you have enough strength for those chords. And then you start experimenting and think about percussion, you know, left, right, and then you just create this vibe here, and that's it. Yo guys, that was tapping guitar basic chords. Well, there are the basics. I know if this technique is completely new for you, don't hesitate to try it. It's not so hard as it probably looks at the first sight. I mean, as I said, if you have your things a bit together, you can get this in a really reasonable amount of time. And one of the main problems is, in fact, for guitar players that are not used to this, you know, left-right thing and creating sounds with left and right hand independent from each other. That's one thing which is maybe one of the challenges. And also your right hand doesn't have the strength so much, you know, even your left hand is strong enough to do, you know, tapping stuff, but your right hand isn't. But these basic chords don't really require that because you just press down and it hurts a bit at the beginning. You will get thicker skin here, same as you did when you started guitar playing with the left hand. So your right hand has to follow the development of the left hand, which also takes some time. But as I said, these things which I showed are really simple, and they already open up quite a big new world of sound on your guitar. And then you can start to experiment with different kind of multiplicator sounds like reverb, delays, and you can create a whole wall of sound, you know. That's that's really cool. And well, for me, it's one of my main features of my guitar program. As I said, I'm also a piano player, but when I do concerts, people really love this type of playing. Even for me, it's the same as playing the piano. But it can be learned, and it's not such a big problem. It's really a great add if you think that you want to expand the possibilities of your guitar. Good. Me and Dr. Pink I totally forgot. If you want to support the work of me and Dr. Pink, please join the HPCrazy Guitar Academy. Make a premium member upgrade or a donation there to support me and Dr. Pink. You can also download some tabs I wrote for this tutorial. You find them there, available for premium members. So you get something for your premium membership. Yo, and me and Dr. Pink really, I mean, we are living on spaghetti and tomato sauce. So it would be nice to have some herbs and you pay for them. Yo guys, see you guys.